Welcome to Wine Chats with Bildo and Lindalin. My name is Billy Milovanovic, aka Bildo.
And my name's Lindsay Kirkwood, also known as Lindalin.
And this is an offensively funny podcast about drinking wine and chatting life. Hope you enjoy.
Billy, hurry up. You're taking forever. I don't want to be by myself on the couch.
Action.
Let's
go, Linny.
Hi.
Oh,
Wow.
What's up?
She's so fucking weird.
You're so yummy today, Lindsay.
Oh my God, what a segue. We're talking about food and beverage. Only because we went out for lunch the other day. We'll get into it in a second, but we went out for lunch and Billy pointed out a couple things about her weird self. And we're like, we need to have an episode about this. So can you please put your hairy leg away? Ew, I just saw so many little
You are so
spikies.
right. Do you know what? I realized the other day that I have not shaved my legs in ages. I just forgot. I forget. It's been a while. I forget. So you can judge me if you like, but...
Oh, I'm going to judge.
I mean, I'm not rubbing it in your face, so it's...
Thank God. Poor Henry. Okay. Little Ripples. We are loving you hard today.
Yes.
So we are doing a Cab Sav, which is totally my red jam. This is this has my name written all over it because it's from the Coonawarra region as well. Like, hello.
Who I love. They are my favorite region of all time. Anytime I have a Coonawarra wine, I just love it.
She's mocking me. She is mocking me. She is such a fucking cow face.
Don't know what you're talking about.
I am tired, Billy. I was out past midnight the other night and I am tired. I will, what's the saying? I'll rip you a new one.
Sure. To everyone's surprise, Lindsay went to listen to music. She went to the Pink concert.
Yeah, I was going to say, or you could say I went to a concert.
Yeah, but the fact that Lindsay and music in one sentence to me is...
Oh my God, can we just pause for
incredible.
a second? I don't listen to music in my car, or we're not a singing musical family. I was like that when I was a kid. I'm not like that now. Does not mean that I don't like music.
I just cannot see them two in the same room together.
God.
So when I heard that Lindsay was going to Pink and she didn't even tell me she was going to Pink, her daughter had to tell me. Obviously she was hiding it from me because
oh my God,
she knows how much music is in my heart. And so she was obviously like...
It literally just... totally just went over my head, and yes, Ada ended up telling you. It was fucking amazing.
Lindsay's tired and I'm just trying to goad her. So let's
talk
drink.
About finish about Little Ripples. How amazing. Pink's amazing, so's Little Ripples.
Yes.
So for every bottle you buy, they will supply clean drinking water for one person for a whole year.
Yeah.
Billy, tell the people where they do this.
I think it's like predominantly Africa and India.
You think?
I believe, I am assured that this is the areas that they frequent because they either fix up wells that have been broken or they put new ones in. So seriously,
yeah, amazing.
Wine to water.
Yes, that's
they are doing
little like
Jesus's work.
Take like
yes,
no Jesus.
There's nothing to do with Jesus. Brilliant. So we love you and thank you for sponsoring us and this episode. Seriously, we love a good mission wine and like it doesn't get any holier than like providing clean water to people. So seriously, cheers to that.
What's with all the religious like?
No, just wine to water. It just kind of went that way. Yeah. For someone who's so not religious.
Right. Yeah, totally. We're both going to hell for sure. If there was hell, is there hell? I don't know.
Sounds like it'll be delightful and bring the wine because this is delicious. I'm finding this sweeter than I anticipated. No? I don't know. What you are a Coonawarra babe and a Cab Sav babe.
Look, it tastes to me exactly the deliciousness that a Cab Sav should taste. I don't think it's sweet, but it's definitely not bitter. So I get what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah. It's for such like a bold red.
Yes.
It doesn't like knock your head off.
No,
you know what I mean?
that's
like
true.
It's quite pleasant to drink. I love it.
Let's do it.
Okay, speaking of, I'm just going to cut right in and make fun of you.
Let's go.
So Billy and her darling husband Henry and my darling husband Cameron.
Oh yes, hi Henry. You too.
Oh my God. Went out for lunch on the weekend. And it was a nice little restaurant, not fancy, but a nice place and no kids are around.
Yes.
So of course, naturally, you're ordering a beverage to drink with your meal. So
before you start to eat, yes.
Ridiculous. So they're drinking beer, Billy and her lovely husband, because they're not actually wine people.
And Lindsay and her lovely husband were super late. So obviously we had a drink before.
We were like 15 minutes late because we could not find a car park.
Be better. The point is we already had started.
God. Okay. So they were having a couple drinks.
Yes.
We get there, we order a couple drinks. Actually, Cameron's doing no drinking. Lame.
Right. Yeah. He ordered one of his alcohol-free beers.
Yeah.
Ew.
I know. Anywho, so then we order the food and Billy makes this comment about like, oh, what did you say? Something? Oh, I've got to finish this before the food comes.
Yes.
With some weird reference. And I'm like, well, what do you mean? She goes, oh, I can't drink this while I'm eating.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, I can't even get my words straight. She will not drink a beverage while she eats.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, dude, when you're eating yummy food and you've got a delicious glass of wine, like what more in life is there?
I could not think of anything worse. I literally have to, like, I had to finish my beer because once my food comes, that is it. I can no longer drink. Like, it is impossible for me to drink. And it's really funny because when we went away to Margaret River,
like you and Henry.
Henry and I, so this is over the Christmas holidays. We went to Perth, left the kids with dad, went over to Margaret River for a few nights. And we booked this, I don't even know how to say it, like a
Degustation.
Degustation. Yes, we had one of those 5 meal things because we wanted to be fancy. We wanted to just go out and have like a nice lunch somewhere lovely, right? So we ordered this thing and obviously because it's a degustation menu, they give you a wine with everything of food. Yeah.
And you're in wine land.
You're in wine. So of course we're going to do that. Of course, knowing both of us, we're like, oh, this is going to not be the most pleasant thing. We honestly, by the last course, I could not even stomach a sip. To me, when I start eating and my stomach starts getting full with food, alcohol just tastes like acid. Like I cannot, it doesn't give me that, like when people say, because this is one of those like, you know, like we'll bring the chicken and we pair it with,
of course,
the Chardonnay. I don't know. I don't know how to book these things together. But then they give it to me and I'm like, I don't get the gist. It does nothing for me. Like it doesn't, like the way it's paired, I'm like, I would much rather you just gave me like a soda water with some lime in it or something. Something refreshing.
Like I mean, I'm not a beer drinker, but like beer is heavier.
So heavy.
So I get that. Like to eat a big meal and like be drinking a beer. I get that. But like, I can't. So you're having all this delicious, yummy food and you like to sip on a wine is a no-go?
Absolutely. And then by the end of this meal, we had said, please don't give me the last wine. Keep it. I cannot.
Look, even you're attracting flies with your ridiculousness.
I cannot. Look at it. But they're all around her. Isn't that funny?
They first came in around you. There's 2. That is weird.
I know. And it's windy out there. They're probably trying to find, safety. Anyway, I could not finish. I had a coffee. I was like, please get me a coffee because I just needed something to like.
Coffee fills you up.
We're like Italianos. I know. I don't know. But I just felt like coffee at the moment was like, I just need something to like finish this. So I had to take the last meal was like cheese and crackers and whatever. Mm-hmm. We had to get that packed away. And a cake. It was like cheese and crackers and a cake. So we packed all that away. I was like, keep your wine, please. Do not waste it on me because
Words
I will not.
That will never come out of my mouth.
We couldn't finish it.
Okay. Disturbing. Speaking of coffee, which made me think of milk, like you don't even drink milk when you eat. No. Like you don't drink.
Yeah, okay. All right. Okay. No. You
put your finger down, lady.
Who the fuck? Who drinks milk with their dinner? I have a whole hand. I find that.
Are you about to fist me?
So comical. Ooh. On OnlyFans, Lindsay. Save that for your toes, babe. Seriously, I have never, still to this day, ever met a person who drinks milk with their dinner.
I don't get it. I don't know why you
don't. I don't get that.
I was grown up that way. I was raised
She was grown up that way.
That's how you grew up in South River.
Drinking milk with, I could not think of anything. To be honest, I'm not much of like a drinker of things at all.
Yeah, when you eat. Okay, fair enough.
In general, like the only things I will drink, I could probably name 5 things that I drink. It'll like be water first and foremost. Yeah. Water, soda, water. I'll put that in the same finger.
Yeah.
Then I'm not even drinking coffee anymore, so tea.
Yeah.
Occasionally I'll have a soft drink. Occasionally, like, and if it's like soda water with some elderflower cordial or something. Yeah. And then like a whiskey every once in a while and beer. Mm-hmm. Obviously wine professionally.
On a Thursday.
Yeah. And then whatever Lindsay gives me to take home, I try and drink it over the weekend. Most of the time it will stay in my fridge forever and I will be like, oh, the wine.
Yeah. Better throw that out.
Totally.
Vinegar.
Yeah.
Look, we know in our fridge we have water and milk as well. Like we don't buy juice. We don't drink soft drink. I mean, if you go out once in a while, like I'll buy the kids that, whatever. But we don't stock it. But I was always raised, like at dinner time, you have milk. My kids every night.
So your kids
milk.
too drink milk?
100%. 100%.
I couldn't even imagine. If I was to put milk in front of my family, they'd be like, the fuck is this? I don't think we ever in general just drink a cup of milk.
Ever?
Like we'll have it in cereal.
They're bones and teeth.
I don't even know that that's a thing.
What do you mean?
About calcium? I don't know if it is.
What?
I don't know. I mean, we just don't. Wait,
pause. What don't you know if it's a thing?
With the calcium in the milk and I don't know.
You don't know it's not a thing if there's calcium in milk?
Don't know about any of it. Like all of that thing is just like, okay, sure.
We need to do another episode. I don't even know what you're saying
like
right
a
now.
science episode. I don't know.
So you don't know if there's actually calcium in milk?
No, look, I'm sure there is. But like, would I give it to my kids just to increase their calcium? Obviously, I don't. No. Yeah.
I was disturbed that she can't drink wine with her food, but now I'm even more
so much disturbed information.
Is this with like your conspiracy theory?
Oh, probably.
Brain? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, probably. I don't believe in anything. I believe in everything and I believe in nothing.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like if the government said the calcium in it, I don't believe you anymore.
But
if somebody on TikTok said it, I'd be like, oh, great.
Yeah.
Oh my God, amazing.
I'm going to give it to my kids.
I told Henry the other day, we can go to break soon. I don't know how we're going on time, but he got really angry at me because I was just sharing information.
Okay, yes. Good on you.
Just putting it out there. And I said to him, I was watching someone on TikTok and they said that if you drink water with meals, so if you drink like half an hour before or half an hour after, like basically you have to just eat with no water.
Okay.
Because once the food hits your belly, some shit gets released. Shit being like hormones? I don't know.
Sure.
Stuff gets released that breaks the food down. And apparently I didn't even finish watching this video properly before. I'm like, I'm going to try and do this. And I drink heaps of water during the day. Yeah. So it was actually for like a week I tried it. It was really hard.
Tried what? You didn't finish
Not drinking water before and after meals.
So before, after, during, like no water at all.
That's it. So my body has time to process the food and release the things that it needs to release to break the food down. Again, I didn't finish the video. This is just me being dumb. Okay. And I acknowledge that. Like I'm very aware of this. So then immediately like my skin starts breaking out and I start getting like massive welts on my face because that's what I figured out about my skin as well. I need lots of water and my skin does clear up. It's really weird, but it does. It works for me. Right. Don't know if it works for everybody else. Yeah. But then I stopped drinking all this water and I started breaking out in welts. And so I'm telling Henry the story and he got so angry at me. He was like, you are not one of those people that like hears things on TikTok. He was like, actually like, I cannot even believe you're telling me this story.
This is so funny. Go Henry.
And Henry never gets angry. Like he does not. He's a very cool, calm and collected. And he's like, you are not that fucking idiot.
That who just something
watched a stupid video on TikTok and took it as gospel. So like this is...
But this is the chick that just said she's not sure that milk is going to help her children, her girls, like women. It's even more important for their bones and teeth to be
okay, now who
strong.
has like arthritis in this family?
Arthritis is not bone strength. That's joints.
Same thing, Lindsay. Same thing.
God, it is
science. If it wasn't on TikTok, I don't believe it.
Oh my God, we need to take a break before I punch you in the face on camera.
With her hurt joints.
That is so not...
One bottle, one person, 1 year. Lindalin, tell us about our sponsor, Little Ripples.
Billy, I love Little Ripples. They're not just an ordinary wine. They're extraordinary.
They sure are extraordinary because their goal is to provide 5 million people with clean drinking water within 10 years.
Their main goal, Bill, is to facilitate the construction or repair of a water well, and they help maintain it for over 10 years.
And they do this mainly in regions like India and Africa.
I love companies like this. They're making wine to water.
So go try it.
For all you that didn't notice, Billy cut me off mid-sentence last time. Such a mole.
I have no regrets.
Your face has regrets. I don't know.
It's because I look like a gremlin. Is that why? Lindsay, tell people about my insecurities. Sometimes I do. When I take a photo, it's like this weird shape, so I look like a gremlin. Anyway, that's fine. It's fine. Tell me about your food journey, Lindsay.
Oh my God, my food journey. I don't have one, but can I just tell you, while we're speaking about food, I was raised also, this comes from my childhood, very strict rules when you sit at the table.
Okay, I was not. Go on.
Manners are expected. You don't have to put your fucking pinky out and like dab your face with your serviette.
Although that would be welcome. if you wanted to be that kind of.
If you're at like Buckingham Palace, maybe. But at my kitchen table, I expect the following.
Interesting.
You sit down on your chair facing the table. You don't twist in the chair. You're not playing with your siblings beside you.
Yep.
You're not wiggling around. You don't get up from the fucking table unless if you have to go to the bathroom. Like this is hardcore for me.
Wow. Okay.
I absolutely hate. And if kids come over, I tell them, no, you sit down. So sit at the table. You can talk, but there's no silly
You're
behavior.
allowed to speak. Oh, that's good.
But there's no like silly behavior.
Yeah, sure.
You don't need to be flinging your peas across the table and acting like idiots.
Yes.
You're mocking me. It's fine.
No, I mean, flinging food is...
Right?
Even I have boundaries, people, and flinging food is one of them. Yes.
Very good, Billy. Welcome to high society. So...
This is so funny. I love the episodes where we actually learn something about each other. Like,
does it surprise you though?
It doesn't, but I just never thought about it.
Yeah.
It
was the way I was raised. Like you eat, you sit down and you eat. We chat like Cameron, because we always just sit down and Cameron normally comes right through the door.
Yeah.
So that's the time where he like asks each kid, what was your favorite thing about the day? What was your favorite thing about the day?
That. We do
blah,
that.
blah,
Yeah.
blah. So like obviously you're allowed to talk. We're not like Nazis about it, but no horsing around, and you eat what is on your motherfucking plate.
That is fair. Yep.
No questions.
Yes.
We were never, or I, because I make the meals, I was never the type of parent that I would cook my kids a separate meal. You know how you hear about this? And you might have. I don't know. I never understood that.
I'm too lazy to do that, so I would never.
I don't get it. Like, obviously, I don't make spicy curries or pastas that I would love because the kids obviously can't eat that. But I was never the mom where I'm like, oh, well, I'm going to make this for Cameron and I, so the kids are going to get this.
No.
I think two things are wrong with that. Number one, effort, right? Like what you said, you're too lazy, but like you're a mom of young kids, like, and you're busy. So
I'm making you food, fucking eat it.
Why? Exactly. Like why go to the extra effort?
Yep.
Number two, I think it actually teaches them what they want, they get type thing.
Ooh,
you know what I mean?
Yes. I never thought about it like that.
Yeah.
But I'm not about that.
You eat what you get. Like literally the other night we made, it was such a basic meal, a chicken tender. What is with my mic? I keep hitting my mic with my chin.
Why?
Maybe it's my Jay Leno chin. You've got a gremlin nose and I've got the Jay Leno chin.
Oh, we do. Oh, darling. Get it out of the way. There you go.
But then when I move it back too far, you're like, Lindsay, your mic was too far away.
I don't even bother telling you anymore.
I know. You just think
gets cranky at me, so I just leave it alone. Just turn her mic up in post-production. It's fine.
Anyways, so we had chicken tenders on taco, like tortillas.
Yum.
And, right.
Already yum.
Easy, quick, delicious. But for the vegetable, I like layered lettuce, big lettuce leaves on the tortilla.
Yeah, which again, like the most basic of vegetables. It tastes like nothing.
Well, and
crunchy water.
Yes, it wasn't iceberg lettuce. It was like the green, like
still
healthier. But again, there's no exactly. Man, did Ada.
Really?
Oh my God. It was like she had worms on her plate.
Oh.
But she knows, I need to eat this.
So when she does hate, like what does she do? Does she tell you or does she just sit there crying, eating her food? Like, does she, you know what I mean?
She didn't really cry because she's now 8. She's been around the block a few times with this. So she knows the drill. She knows there's no way out of it, that she has to eat it.
Okay, yeah.
She whimpered and she was not happy at all.
Oh my God.
And it's just the way it is. You're going to eat it. And I even said to her, Ada, like, you're being ridiculous. You think you don't like lettuce.
Totally.
It has no flavor and it's super healthy for you. Like,
yes.
That is your only vegetable for the meal. Suck it up and eat it.
That much is true. And I do I'm scared to tell Lindsay what dinner times look like at my house because
I can imagine.
I don't have any of the, like, nobody taught me table manners when I was a kid.
Okay.
We were all too busy surviving a war, Lindsay, to be caring about my elbows. That's all I put it down to. It's all just crap, guys. I'm just making shit up. But so you can only imagine, like, that doesn't, like when the kids go to my Henry's house, to Henry's house, they probably have more rules and are a little bit more strict about how they...
To Henry's parents' house.
To Henry's parents' house. What did I say?
You said to Henry's house.
To Henry's parents' house.
Oh, did you say parents'
house? I don't know. Nobody knows except for the listener who's hopefully still listening. So I reckon they're probably a little bit more strict about like sit down, eat. But then his mum will make like 4 different meals for 4 different grandkids, and I'm like, but that's grandma's, right? Because
no,
yes,
to some degree. I don't know if my mom would make multiple, but she would cater more to their
Oh
likes.
my God. My mother-in-law will cut up noodles for this one, do rice and meat with that one, do rice and eggs with that one. Oh, she just does it. I'm like, oh my God, Mrs. Do, I would never. Anyway, I at my house have the same thing. I'm like, I'm not making 4 different meals. So you're going to fucking sit down and you're going to eat whatever I give you until you start cooking your own shit because I'm too lazy and not doing it. Not happening. But are there like feet on the table occasionally? Yes. Which I'm like, my 6-year-old will literally like sit there, but she looks me in the eye and she puts a little foot up on the table and she just like kind of like hangs it there. So I will be like, obviously get your foot off the table. We are not savages. We are not animals. Get off the table. But she still does it occasionally. And I do tell her to put her foot down. But like obviously not that seriously where she's like scared to do it or she knows that's not how it's done.
Oh, yeah.
We just sit any which way. Which now I think like when I have Ada over, thinking back on how like we feed her and what she does. Last time they came over, I probably sat them down in front of the TV on a little table, just gave them little meals. And they would have just been happy
but that's
as Larry,
fine.
you know.
It's a sleepover and it's different.
Oh, my kids will eat like that all the time as well. That's not.
Yeah.
They will eat anywhere. I don't care. Just eat. It's fine. Just like have like the basic manners of like don't have food dribbling on your face.
Yeah.
What I am really particular about is having their plates under them while they eat. Or
Yes.
like bowls under them while they
Yes.
eat. Like that's something that drives me insane.
Yeah.
When I go to someone's house and there's food all over the floor and around their kids and just like mess everywhere. You know, there's kids that just like have hands and that grosses me out. I cannot.
Thank God we're on the same page for one thing.
There is decency
Yeah.
in eating and looking like if you go to a restaurant, my kids know to behave and eat in a proper way. Like they don't put their feet on tables in restaurants. That's kind of the only important thing to me. At home,
as long as they behave outside of the home as well.
Totally.
That's like the biggest thing. Yeah.
that's it. If they know how to sit down at a restaurant and just eat and
And
be,
not be like what you said, savages. And
don't
stuff,
be a savage. Don't sit on the table. Don't put your feet on the table. Eat properly.
Speaking of like when Ada went to your place, I get not nervous. I don't know what the word is. I'm
Scared.
No,
terrified.
not for her to go to your place. No. But it makes me think of like when your girls come here, it makes me very conscious of the food that I have in my home.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay.
Because your girls, they're not picky, but they're picky.
Yes, fair enough. Because now that I know I can feed Ada anything, next time she comes over, she's eating liver. I don't care. I'm just going to cook her up the weirdest thing and just see what happens and see if she'll eat it on the plate.
As long as you have ketchup, she'll be fine.
Bless her cotton socks, like this kid.
Yeah.
So well trained. No, my kids are very like, and that's the thing because now I just cook the same foods that they will always eat and it's very annoying. And I do get them to try different things. But then we're just creatures of comfort as well, so I just cook the same stuff over and over.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
You get into routine.
But it's true. Like my kids won't eat. Probably the only vegetables they will eat is broccoli and cucumbers.
Yeah.
No tomatoes.
Oh.
Corn. They'll eat corn.
Okay. Yeah. Good. That's good. No carrots. Every kid likes.
They hate carrots.
Carrot is like the one vegetable every kid likes.
They hate carrots.
Oh my
Why? What is wrong with my child? It's not for lack of trying. You know,
Yeah.
we have carrot all the time. I make it in soups. I put it in everything. So annoying.
Ridiculous.
Peas. Henry doesn't like peas. None of the kids like peas. They are like the easiest, nicest fucking vegetable to put into stuff.
100%.
Right? I love peas.
Love peas.
Kids won't fucking eat peas.
Yeah. To be honest, my kids aren't fans of peas. My kids aren't fans of peas. Is that right?
My kids aren't fans of peas. You did that
so
right.
So many S's.
Yeah.
But I make them all the time because they're so easy. They're green.
So easy.
They're like.
I'm the only one. You know when we go to like Red Rooster and they give you like a whole tub of peas?
Yum.
I literally buy that tub of peas just for myself and I eat the shit out of it. I love it so much.
They're
my
so
kids will.
sweet and delicious. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't blame you for being, but like if you just made my kids like brown foods, you should be safe.
Yeah, this is what I was going to say. Like you always say that your kids are like beige food kids. They don't like sauces either. Like we're such a sauce family.
Yep. Eve will eat, fuck me. She will eat a sandwich with ham with just plain bread. Like when we were ordering her Subway.
Butter at least?
Hates butter. May will have butter. She's a little bit more adventurous, if you will.
Ooh, butter on the sandwich. She
will eat mayonnaise and butter.
Woo! Wild child.
Right? Like crazy stuff. But Eve will not. No butter, no mayonnaise, no nothing. No, but like if I was to make a saucy like a bolognese, she'll eat that. No dramas.
That's different. That's not
right.
Like,
sauce on pizza, fine.
Yeah.
My niece will not have sauce on her pizza, so she will have cheese and olives only. No tomato sauce, no nothing. What is wrong with these Asians? I don't understand.
Maybe it's because they're mixed and they're just so confused. Like,
maybe.
Which way am I going?
Which sauce am I supposed to eat with this? I don't know.
Any sauce.
So they just go with no sauce.
Just any sauce. Sauce makes life better.
I don't get it.
It's very confusing to me, Billy.
And I love sauces, but you know what is funny? I'm so sorry to interrupt because I'm sure this is very important.
It's riveting.
Riveting. But when I was pregnant with Eve, I could not stand sauces.
At all, like any sauce.
Lindsay, I went to have ribs one night.
Yeah.
And I asked them to put the sauce on the side. So you know how ribs normally come like really saucy and delicious. Yeah. So they were like, you want the sauce on the side? And I'm like, I cannot stomach the sauce. So I got these like beige looking ribs because without the sauce, they just like probably like steamed or whatever. They're gray. Yeah. And I remember getting these gray ribs and like having like just a little nip of sauce.
Can we just stop the story for a second? First of all, can you stop saying sauce?
Sauce.
Thank you.
Sauce.
Continue on.
I didn't like the sauce.
Very good.
When I was pregnant.
What
I don't know.
Is that?
Well, when I have to say sauce, the rest has to fit in.
Oh my God.
Right? Anyway, so maybe like because I didn't have any sauce
Very good.
when I was pregnant.
Your face.
Maybe that's what happened to Eve. Like maybe that's why she doesn't like sauce now because I just didn't have enough in pregnancy. You know what I mean?
Was it like the texture? Like,
I was disgusted by it. When I was about 20 weeks pregnant, Henry and I went to a pub and we ordered one of those like kilo of wings and it was like a plum sauce.
Okay.
And I ate the shit out of those wings.
Right.
And after that, like literally as I was finishing eating, I'm like, I feel so sick and I feel sick of these wings. And I didn't touch sauces for the rest of my pregnancy. And it took me ages. Yeah. I couldn't touch raw meat. I couldn't do I couldn't even look at meat when I was pregnant with Eve at the time.
A lot of people say that. Yeah.
So, and now she's the same. She doesn't like any sauces. And I'm like, oh my God.
Her life is so
boring.
her.
I ruined her.
I literally, like at our dinner time, there will always be multiple bottles of sauces on our kitchen table.
Well, yes, on mine too, but it's all surrounding me. She will have mayonnaise. Occasionally she'll try tomato sauce as well if she's feeling spicy.
Yeah. Let's end the episode with you making fun of you again because I forgot about this. Tell the people how you put your food on your plate.
Oh, is this about the rationing?
Yeah.
Yes.
She's a weird one.
Okay. Well, when I have like a meal, so like the salad, there's meat, there's chips, potatoes.
Multiple things on
There's
your
multiple
plate.
things. I have to ration my food properly. Now, I can have leftover chips. That's okay. Because I like potato, right? So I can eat potato even when I'm the fullest of the full. I can still eat potato. So that's fine. But something happens to me when I don't have enough like salad to meat. Or like salad to, you know what I mean?
So to match your bite, just explain it.
There has to be, yes, I have to match my bite perfectly because I don't just, when I see somebody finish their like McDonald's chips before they eat their burger, something happens to me. Like I get like a shiver down my spine. I cannot deal.
I need to understand this because I actually didn't know this about her until she said it the other day. So like say you have a plate, of like, let's do meat, chips, and salad. Yeah. So do you have to match first of all, do you mix your bites? Like do you put meat and salad in the one bite?
I like to have it all in the one.
Okay. So you need to have, would you have a bite of meat and then a bite of salad?
I would fork it all.
Okay. So then how do you ration it if you're just shoving it all in your mouth anyways?
I'm portioning it out. Yeah. So like on my fork, I'll have like a little bit of meat, a little bit of salad, a little bit of chips. Okay. So and then when I go back around, I basically just go around balancing on my fork. And then I'm like, okay, I've eaten too much salad now. I need to make up with the meat. So maybe that's a time where I will like miss out on a bit of salad for that particular bite. And if I know I have more chips, I'll be like, okay, I'll have like a couple of chippies with this piece of meat and like a little bit of salad. So I continue to ration until I finish my whole meal.
Complete sense.
Because what did you serve me the other day? It was like when we were talking the other. That's right, because you gave me like a little tortilla with some falafels.
Yeah, and beetroot hummus. Yes. And cucumbers.
And so she gave me like, I think it was almost like you tried to give me like 7 cucumber pieces. And I'm like, well, I can't. I've got like 2 tortillas.
Yeah.
7 is not an even number, so I can't split them up.
Yes, that's
right. So I had to have 3 cucumbers for this tortilla, 3 for this one. I respectfully gave back the 7th one.
Couldn't be wild and eat it by itself.
Can't fit in. Or I ate it by itself. I mean, maybe I would be okay with eating it by itself, but I cannot eat it as part of my meal because it doesn't fit.
What a way to end the episode.
Right. So she gave me like 4 falafels. I had to break them up, put them in the, so just give me an even amount of food. That's all I'm really asking for. I don't understand what the...
I find it just so funny because you're so chaotic in your world and your life compared to me.
Oh, no, totally.
Not in general, but compared to me. So like that seems like it should be on me.
Totally.
You know what I mean? Like that seems like a Lindsay thing, which I'm not. Totally. I just eat whatever I feel like eating. I kind of mix it up. I don't mix it up. I never eat all of one thing first. There are those people out there that baffles me.
How
like,
dare you?
They'll eat all of their sausage and then all their noodles and then all their peas.
No.
That's weird. I don't get that. But yeah, very interesting.
I also don't like to wrap it up because we're so over. Lindsay just keeps talking about herself. I can't stand, like, I would never order just a pasta dish at a restaurant or like a gnocchi dish just by myself.
What do you mean?
Like the other day when Henry and I ordered it, we were sharing and then there was other foods for me to partake in, but I would never just sit down and order like a pasta.
Oh, why?
It's too much of the same thing.
But
even though I like to ration my food.
Yeah. What if it has little bits in it?
Don't like it.
Oh.
Don't like it. Okay, anyway, so if you take me out, when you start taking me out to these big fancy dinners.
No alcohol, no weird ordering, and
no pasta or gnocchi.
Okay.
That's it.
Interesting.
Okay.
Can you hit the button? I'm traumatized by this.
Thank you for joining us for this latest episode of Wine Chats podcast with Bildo and Lindalin. You can find us on our socials on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, and you can listen to us on any favorite podcasting app or watch on YouTube.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, share, review, comment, send us some love. We absolutely love it.
Chat soon. Come on, Lenny. Chat soon.
Chat soon.
Chat soon.
Chat putting this in.
Come on.
Okay, we'll add in chat soon at the end. Both of us?
Yeah, go
on. Chat soon.